Okay guys, so this is a video on how to create and fill out your pipeline report. It's already pre-built for you, so you don't really have to work too hard at this one, and it's a pretty straightforward document. So what you're going to do in this top section is where you're going to track all your leads. Now you want to fill this out as much as possible. So for example, in this area here, I'm going to write, I have buyer 1. Now obviously you're going to put their real name. I'm going to put their phone number if I have their number, or their email. I'm going to say they're looking for a condo, 2-bed maybe, and their price point is $550,000, and their prospect type is that they're a buyer, and the next step is to book a consultation. Okay, and you're just going to work your way through this section. Maybe you have then seller 1, and you're going to put in their information, detached home, a new market, their value is $900,000, their seller, and then I'm going to say prepare CMA, okay, and so on and so forth. You're just going to be listing out all of your leads. Every person that you have, whether you need to follow up with them, call them, touch base with them, drop off a CMA, book an appointment, it doesn't matter. This is everybody that could be potential future business for you when you're making your calls, knocking on doors. They all go in this list, and we keep track of them. And this will allow you to not only see what your potential income is that you have in your pipeline, but also when this pipeline is getting empty, which will then allow you to make sure that you start lead genning at a higher level again to update your pipeline, and also just to see your business at a glance, because sometimes we get busy, we're running with clients, we're not lead generating as much as we should, but you need to make sure you're maintaining and following up with any of the leads you have to continue your cash flow. So that's what this form is for. The lead section, like I said, is anybody who's not currently a client and not currently a listing or a buyer that you're actively working with or have already closed. It's all potential business. This middle section here is your client. So if you have a listing right now, you might say, Bob and Jane Smith, and then their information, property type is going to be 4-bed detached. You've got them listed at 1150. Their buyer and seller, because they're going to buy after they sell potentially. And your next step is to receive offers. Okay, so that's what that's going to look like, and you're going to do that with everybody that's an active client, whether they're buyer, seller, investor, and that's going to show you what you potentially have in more reasonably expected income. So up here is going to be overall what you could potentially make. This is going to be what you're more likely to make. And then down at the bottom, these are all of your sales. So once you have a firm contract written, whether it's closed or closing, doesn't matter, you're going to list them here. So you might have, I don't know, Beth Davis, and she might have been 1-bed condo, first-time buyer. She spent $400,000. She's first-time buyer. Next steps, close on property. And then maybe you have another deal that is going to be, Jim and Jan Smith, and maybe they were 3-bed detached in the city, so they potentially, ignore my spelling mistakes, they potentially sold for $2 million, and then their first time, they're going to buy and sell because they're downsizing, and then your next thing is to find them property, and then also close on their current property, right? Maybe your next step is firm up conditions, all that. So the idea is that your leads are moving into your client section, and then that's moving into your transactions. And this is going to be your income that you actually have. I think I put too many zeros there. That would have been really nice. There we go. This is going to be your gross commission that you actually have written and firm, so it's actually what you're going to earn this year. This is what you are most likely going to add to that over the next few months, and this is your potential income. That's a pipeline. It's nice and simple. It's just there to give you a bird's eye view and keep you on track on how to manage your leads. Make sure you're keeping in touch with your clients effectively and consistently. This also needs to be updated every week in order for our Monday conference calls. So please make sure you have this completed as well. Okay, if you have any questions, as usual, just let me know.